You've all been waiting for it, and it's here. A brand new season of United Rogue Overwatch.
Maybe? Minky?
Minky?
Minky? Oh my goodness, what was that? Big, that's a fine grab.
Let's go!
What a grab.
A new season brings new teams, new players, and for the first time, a new league.
I'm going to promise every single person watching right now, there will be no Ajax.
Oh, Ajax!
There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Look at this! The double! The triple! And then getting rid of the Orisa!
Oh, this is truly Overwatch.
Yo, okay.
It's time to see who can rise to the challenge and who will fall in defeat. It's time for Season 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, Technicolor Rainbow in between. We have the classic battle between land and sea tonight, as the San Diego Armada are taking on the Nashville Legends, sponsored by Harambe. Joining me tonight is the one and only, he's not a DPS, he's hardly even a tank, Mr. Zach. Welcome aboard.
Hardly even a tank currently does describe it. It's a Rissa meta, which means I'm escaping into support jail.
Honestly, Orisa makes me want to do like my buddy Kermit does and jump off a building. But regardless, we are here to call the action between San Diego and Nashville. Both teams have some movies coming out. You got Godzilla on one end and Jurassic Park. And then you got the other end, which is, it is what it is. Harambe, National Geographic. I don't know. I lost my train of thought here.
Regardless, one way or another, this is the opening week of our season 8 of United Rogue Overwatch. First time we are having the Sapphire League split in. So this is our middle league, high plat, low diamond, kind of coming together. No longer are you sitting at the top of Emerald or the bottom of Ruby. You now finally get a chance to show your stuff off. And yeah, both teams Bonaparte. Just walk me through what are you expecting out of either one of these teams tonight? Do you have any inside information? Boots on the ground, GM?
Oh, absolutely. I've made game strategies to beat all of these teams already. It's already working wonders. But listen, first off, it's Mr. Godapart. Second off, I know you're new to the scene, but let me remind you, again, it's Mr. Godapart. And third, let me give you a bit of a rundown, right? We know Saucepan is what you call a meta slave. So he is going to be running anything that is meta right now. So the biggest thing being on a team with the Sauce of Pan is you have to punish the moments that he does overextend. So Saucepan will overextend at certain moments, especially if an enemy's low. Of course, Piper, very good support. We've seen her work magic, and we've seen these two together before on the last Emerald squad, whatever. But the thing with Piper is she's very exploitable in the sense of if she's on the Juno, she will fly out into the open. However, getting onto the other side, you have Doge, who is a solid DPS, but also can flex to that tank. And primarily, it's going to be the fact if you can ice out Doge from that hit scan ability, I think you have a real chance of winning this. But I don't know the rest of these team members yet, especially being that I brought in 130 something people. I don't know. I'm still playing Dora the Explorer and finding out everybody. Unfortunately.
I'll say this. No, I am not. I've been around here for quite a while. I do have a chip to my name.
Oh, shut up, Boomer.
Exactly. Exactly.
But regardless of the fact, we're here for another lovely game. And it looks like the San Diego ban is gonna be Kiriko. We love ourselves a Kiri ban, baby.
Yeah, Lijiang Tower opening map picked by Nashville, San Diego with the first ban coming through and taking away the Kiriko, a hero that well, you mentioned Piper's Juno, but she's also been really prominent on that Kiriko before Juno was a hero in the Overwatch roster. And
Yeah, well, listen.
Yeah. Hey.
Here's the deal, right? This is an interesting ban on behalf of SDA right now. So let me break it down for you. It's possible that we may see a Junker Queen. It's possible that we might see a heavy emphasis on the Ana. I think it's going to be interesting to see the strategy both teams that are going to walk out with too.
Either way, a Kiri ban coming through. Nashville responding ban cannot come from the support category. Must ban either a tank or a DPS hero. Excuse me. As you're going through, if you're Nashville, what do you want to target on San Diego?
That is a good question. And truth be told, as I'm still playing Dora the Explorer, Electric Boogaloo number 3, I don't know. But, based around that, I would maybe go with a JQ ban as like a safe option. I don't know what Ditto plays, but if I'm going for a Kiriko ban, it's either the Ana that's getting banned or you can't ban the Ana, never mind. It's either the Junker Queen or something that could do a lot of damage, I would say, to your backline.
Exactly. I got you. The Queen ban coming through. If you are SDA, maybe you are telegraphing a little bit with the Kiri ban that you want to run the Junker Queen. And Lijiang Tower, historically speaking, is a very strong brawl map. So easily you can run through with the Junker Queen, tag a Lucio. The Kiri ban's coming through. Maybe you want to throw Lucio Juno in, the double speed, start running it down at the backline, and really punish. But still waiting on Nashville's ban to come through, and
as looks like we got it.
Yep, Ramatra ban coming through on the side of Nashville. So we are talking brawl maps. Ram has been one of the flavors of the brawl tanks so far in this current meta iteration. Partially due to the rise of Freya, partially due to the fact that when you have a big angry Omnic that can punch through a Ryan shield. Sometimes, love my boy Reinhardt, but he is
buff my boy Ryan, baby. Give him 5,000 shield, 1,000 health, buff Ryan. But regardless of the fact, Ram Ranch, there's going to be no 18 naked cowboys on the ranch this time. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this brawl will play out. I don't think the Ram ban is bad here, especially when we were running him for MYI. He was very, very, very strong at zoning, isolating, collapsing, etc., etc. The slow, the pummel, it's just not something you want to deal with for this first map, and I agree here. The question, though, is, as we're going in, how are both of these teams going to play it out, Zach?
Interesting to see coming through. New faces across both teams coming into this season. Some old favorites. You mentioned Doge, Veritas, a very well respected main support in his own right on the side of SDA. But either way, as we're counting down, no Kiri, no Ram. Maybe some Orisa, that she's been the meta tank for a while now. And as I say that, though,
yes!
Someone after my own heart.
A man after my own heart, baby. We're cooking tonight, of course. And then you have our mortal enemy, the horse player.
Either way, Reinhardt versus Orisa. Orisa tends to have more cooldowns, has more buttons to press to really disrupt the Reinhardt. However, Veritas and Eli Vader on the double speed comp, really using it to get this Orisa in and through. As both teams are opening up and quickly Suguru rotating around to the point, the rest of their team coming through to meet them. SCA on the outside trying to fight for that dominance. And Dogemiser immediately opening for Maximus, taking down the Cassidy, and both teams. Tracer.
These are some big picks right off the gate. My poor Rhine, no! My goat!
Ditto for 2, gets Saucepan on the Freya, sends the Rhine back to spawn off the side, and immediately first cap going through in favor of San Diego as Luna cleaning up.
That was a very good map flip by Nashville, but it just seemed like the more poke damage is definitely going to come from this San Diego squad right here.
Yeah, we saw immediately Luna starting on the Symmetra, use the TP in order to get their team out through faster before committing the Juno speed read, before committing everything else, and it let them start taking a bit more poke, get advanced footing in battle. Dogemiser finding the final pick onto the Reinhardt. That's the tank down for Nashville. Well, Nashville have to retreat.
It's very hard to play into this double speed comp once it gets going. You have to disrupt that speed. Once you disrupt that speed, you are pretty much set to kind of reset and regroup. You know what I mean? It's just very difficult at the present moment to really get anything going.
I mean, the Reinhardt wants to get in, wants to close the distance, but Piper, as the Juno, has the only source of speed available. No Symmetra, no Lucio.
Big slam!
Wants to speed, but Suguru turns down, hammer down for 3, and they're cleaning up. Luna does stick a pulse bomb onto the Reinhardt, but it will just be traded back as Nashville finally turn around off the back of the Ryan chatter and will cap the point. 74% in favor of San Diego.
Well, look, I mean, this is very good right now that they have the point. We see the Zarya swap right now. It's just going to be very hard as now San Diego's already back.
San Diego's back again. It's the double speed. Bola's coming for 3. It's unfortunately too late around the corner. But as I say that though, Luna and Ditto trading back for 2, so it's even 3v3 on point. Saucepan falling really low, and Luna on the Tracer cleaning it up. And it is just San Diego.
Very even.
Yeah, San Diego coming through. Sure, that's a high energy Zarya, but she only has break heals to keep her sustained. Does manage to turn around, burn down Luna, and as the rest of Nashville are coming back, look, Ritex popping the rally, sending everyone through, and Nashville will stabilize on the point. Huge fight turnaround.
Very expensive though, if you're a Nashville fan, to really expend all of that just to get on the point. And now, I think both teams are expending a lot just to really get this point.
Yeah.
But now we're seeing the Zar mirror.
Zar mirror coming on through, Ditto Web popping the bubble, trying their best to get some more charge as they're going on through. But as Piper